Hey guys, this is Ethan Dingus. I'm going to show you all the stashes on Shoreline so you can make a little bit of money. There's 37 of them without having to run into people, hopefully. We're going to start on this side of the map and work our way around to this side of the map.
Oh, fart.
You're not going to be able to hit all of these in one run. So whichever one you spawn closest to, just hit as many as you can in that area and go to the extract. You're definitely not going to be able to carry everything out, so you don't need to check all of them. Here we go. The first spot that we're going to start in is this little village on the west side of the map. That's just right on the main road. There's one right there. If you come out onto the main road and you go west, you come to this little blue wall dumpster, and there's one. And if you go across the dirt road from the dumpster, you got another one right there. If you go more west, you come to the general store, go all the way to the west wall, there's a bush, there's a stash. Now we're north of the general store, this is the back side of it, there's a house, this is the last house in this little village, and you got a bush and a stash. If you go north out of that fence, you come to another fence with a bunch of wood, another stash. This is now northeast of the last stash, you have a fisherman house, and there's a stash. And if you go south of that fisherman's house, you have another one. If you go northeast of the fisherman's house, you have a big swamp and a stash. This is now in the suicide field. If you play Shoreline, you know where that is. There's that stash. This is on top of the hill with the tent. That's east of suicide field. This is now southeast of suicide field. This is now directly south of suicide field across the water from the cottage. This is more south, a little bit west. This is directly south, all the way down. Come across that little boat bridge. This is east down the beach, you get that. If you go more east, you come to these stalls. If you go more east on the shore, you come to this pier. There's that. This is now south of the west wing of the resort. We're back on the top of the map. This is north of the west wing. Now that there's compasses, that should be a little bit easier to find these. This is right on the top, the northmost point of the map almost. This is the northmost point of the map and also the middle, and it's right at the extract across the water. If you go on the now other side of the water, further east, still on the north wall, you get this little spot. That's right behind one of the best spawns. This is now on the hill of East Wing, and then that's East Wing right there. That's the weather station, that's the red radio tower, and kind of triangulate between all of those, and there's one under that pylon. If you, that's the pylon, that's the weather station, that's the radio tower. Up on this hill that we're on right now is northwest of the radio tower. There was that last stash, there was the previous stash, there's the radio tower. That's the extract right there, and there's this big bush. This is the radio tower. The extract's right there. You got a cabin that we'll go to in a second that also has one, and in this bush you've got a barrel. Going off of that hill, if you just follow the path that I'm going on, at the cabin on the right, behind that rock, you just keep going all the way out here. There's a massive bush, and there you go. If you run straight out the bush in that direction towards the cabin, you come to this cabin, it's on the corner, and then straight out that direction, which would be about southeast, you've got this little cross, and in front of that cross is a tree. This is on the south shore now, southeast shore, and there's the radio tower. On this big rock in one of the corners, you got a stash. That's the big rock, that's the weather station. There's another stash in the tires. If you come out this way, you've got the minefield, so watch out for that. But if you keep going east on the south wall, you'll come to this train track area. There's just a stash in the middle. Down now at the end of the train, this would be eastmost wall. You got a stash on the beach, and then this is the final one. This one's probably one of the hardest ones to understand. There's Road to Customs extract. This is the eastmost wall. There's this little dip in the shore right there, and there's the last stash. Alright, so fair disclaimer here. These are new stashes to me and one that I forgot in the recording. But I just found out about this one. This is above the church. This is the west side of the map. It's in this big pile of old house rubble. It's right here. Alright, this is the second one that I missed. This one is on the kind of middle east side of the map. The resort's right there, the power station's right there, and the weather station dome area is right there. There's this bridge, this is also a mission, and the stash is right under it. Alright, and the final one that I missed, and that I didn't even know about actually, is we get the weather station right here. This is south of the weather station. The other previous stash under the tank was more northwest of us. And the blue wall right here, that's the pier also. This last one's right on this big pile of rocks under this bush. That's all the ones that I know of and that I could find information on. Thanks for fucking watching. Thanks for being so supportive. You guys are super sick. And what's up, YouTube? This will probably be on YouTube at some point. Thanks, guys.